Both James Bond and Aston Martin have become a legendary combination in the 007 movies for over 50 years, but which actor who played the character in the films never got to drive an Aston? If you think you know who it is, leave your answer in the comments section below and I'll get back to you later on in the video. Welcome to my latest Toy Tuesday video and to Brooks Collectables Shop and Toy Museum. We specialise in epic gifts and vintage toys, so if that's your kind of thing, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button too. As everybody knows, Aston Martin's DB5 first hit our screens in the 1964 film Goldfinger. Originally, Ian Fleming put Bond in an earlier model, the Aston Martin DB3, after originally driving Bentleys in the books. So when Aston was approached, it was decided that the DB5, which I think was a prototype at the time, would be the car for the film, and a screen icon was born. And so it had to follow that the toy had to be as extraordinary or even as epic as its big brother, and Corgi knocked it out of the park, not only as a feat of miniature engineering, but in sales as well, with pre-Christmas sales in 1965 of 750,000 toys in 7 weeks in the run-up to Christmas. Even the newspapers were writing about how hard it was to get your hands on one. All the models in this video are from our shop and toy museum. If you are into this kind of stuff and want to pay us a visit, we're on the promenade in Blackpool. I'll put the address in the description below, but also if you have any questions, please message me. We would love to hear from you. Corgi's packed a lot into this toy. They've done a brilliant job with the machine guns and overriders at the front. Then when you turn it round and press the exhaust, the bullet screen pops up at the back. But the absolute key feature to this toy, and the best bit about it, has to be the ejector seat. As it was in the film, as it is in the toy, it's just epic. Corgi have sold the DB5 toy almost continually for 55 years, and as you can see, there's been many different versions of the model. If you want to check some of them out, I've put some affiliate links in the description below, showing current prices and variants as well. So if you need any information on them, you'll find it down there. And also, if you want to restore one of these, I'm going to put a link to a website that sells a lot of spare parts and accessories so that you can make yours as good as it was the day it came out of the factory. So to answer my question at the start of the video, it was Roger Moore who never got to drive an Aston Martin in any of the Bond films, which I feel is a real shame. I think it would have been brilliant, but I understand why they did it. I think the idea was to separate Connery's Bond from Moore's, and the Lotus is one of my all-time favourite cars. Although Roger Moore did get to drive, I think it was one of the screen-used Bond Aston Martin DB5s in the 1984 film The Cannonball Run, where he kind of parodied himself. And he also drove one in the Persuaders as well, which may have been another reason why they didn't give him an Aston Martin to drive in the Bond films. But I still think they missed a trick. But there is a little twist in the story of Corgi and the Aston Martin DB5 from James Bond, and it starts with this model here. It's not actually a DB5 at all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a history of all these toys, and that'll be in my next video. And I'll put a link somewhere around here in a YouTube card. So if you click that, and I'll give you a bit more information on the production and the making of all these toys. But for now, that's Toy Tuesday. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button and like my channel. And I'll see you next week for another Toy Tuesday.